This is John from the Lounge. I'd like to remind those of you that might still be in school, if you are going through the situation of being bullied, that you don't have to be bullied, that it's not right, and you can do something about it. And if you're not sure what to do or who to go to your principal. Speak to one of your best friends. Talk to your parents or a family member. But it is time for you to stand up for yourself, because you do not deserve that. And today is when you can make a difference. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lounge once again. Glad to be here, coming at you straight from good old Spreaker, Spocker. I love Spreaker. If you ever decide to podcast, you need to use Spreaker because they have the best platform ever, and it's so simple to use. So yeah, there you go, Spreaker. I just gave you a plug for about 30 seconds. I didn't get nothing for it. I didn't get a damn thing for it. No, I'm just kidding. It's alright. It's all good. Hope everybody is doing good today. I hope everybody has a smile on their face and doing well, staying out of trouble, staying healthy, and all that good stuff. And remember that you should always live life like it's your last day. That's what I do. I think it makes today better because you give it your best that day when you wake up. And that's sort of what I'm going to be talking about. I was listening to a vlog this morning. I went over and had coffee with Bobby. You guys know who Bobby is. Really good guy. And, a guy on there said we should really learn to appreciate the things that we have in life. Because there's so many things that I think we all do it. I think we all kind of sometimes forget. We forget where we came from. And sometimes we even forget who we are. And I'm not saying that makes us a bad person or whatever, but I think that if we realize that, if we try to find ways to remind ourselves to do these things, to appreciate these things, I think that it will bring out the better person of who we are. So it's not me saying, well, because of you not doing that makes you a bad person. They was telling a story about a gentleman, and I don't remember his name or anything, so forgive me on that, but basically the guy ended up, after 17 years or so, ended up having a lung transplant. So he got a new, he was given life all over again. Because if he wouldn't have got it, then obviously he was going to end up dying. There was no chance. And he got these new lungs, and he did good. He did real good up until he decided to start drinking and smoking and partying and all this stuff. And it wasn't much long after that unfortunately, that gentleman passed away. And it just goes to show, though, how easy we can forget the simple things that we were given. This guy was given a second chance at life, and he forgot about it. He let other things cause himself to slip away, if you will. And I thought, that story really made me think, which I try to look at things in a positive way. No matter what's going on in my life, I try to find the positive in everything. I kind of wish I'd have done that years ago when I went for that long period of time not accepting that I was visually impaired. Because if I would have, I would have just wisened up a lot quicker then and got things done that, of course, that I'm, doing now. But anyways, life is what it is. And we can't sit back and look back on the things we messed up on. We got to look ahead and also look at now and figure out what we got to do to make our life better. Sometimes we got to make choices that we don't want to make. Sometimes we got to say, okay, I got to do what's right. And that can be hard sometimes. I remember when I was still going through not accepting, who I was, and telling myself I wasn't visually impaired and I wasn't blind, and I could do everything just the same, blah, blah, blah. At that moment when I woke up and had to make that choice, I also had to pick better friends. Because I was hanging around, back then, just people that didn't care about even themselves. And I knew that if I continued to stay around that, then I wasn't probably going to do too well on changing my own life. I think that, it's one thing to blame somebody, like if I get a probationer in and he says, well, I did that because, or a parent will say, well, he did that because of them people he was with. Well, I believe we make our own choices no matter who we're with. But there's also that part that kind of keeps us in that, if we stay within that environment, then we're not going to be able to make a better choice because that's all we're going to know. Does that make sense? So sometimes we got to make choices that are not easy. But we got to remember that the important thing is to take care of you. Take care of me. And back to my main point, to also, appreciate things in life. There's a lot of people out there that will, make fun of people and put them down and all this stuff. And it's because they don't appreciate anything. If a person really appreciates who they are and they appreciate the life that they're living, then they're not going to find space in their life to hurt other people. That's just my own little philosophy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I look at that a little bit wrong, but I know that with me having a disability, I might have a disability, but it could be worse. And I think we should realize that whatever we might be going through, we got to realize, look, it could be 10 times worse. And it doesn't matter what. Even if you're somebody that's in a wheelchair and you think that your life is just horrible, well, there's other people out there that have it way worse than you do. They have disabilities that are much rougher on them than what your disability is on you. So that's kind of how I look at things. Because I know if I look at things the other way, then I'm just going to be this negative person and hateful and all that. So I think sometimes we just got to remind ourselves, look, we only live one time. We're given life one time. And there's two things in life That's a fact. One, we're given life. And the other fact is, our life will end. That's a fact. So looking at that, we got to say, well, I'm going to do what I can to make my life the best that I can. I'm going to do what I can to make my life the best for me. And that doesn't mean that we're being selfish, because as we're doing that, we can also love our friends, take care of our friends, help people. We can still do all that stuff at the same time. So I just want you to think about that next time you might be going through something. I want you to think about what I talked about today. And I want you to remind yourself that, you know what? It could be way worse. There's always a way to find something to appreciate when you're going through a rough time. And that will help you get through that bump in the road. There's been so many things that I've tried to get through or accomplish in life, and I got knocked down. And people that know me will tell you that it would come up to where it didn't work out, or something would stop me from being able to do something. And I always got back up and kept going. Because stopping does no good. It does us no good. So just take a second each day that you wake up. Take a minute and appreciate the things you do have in life. And I think that'll help you. I hope that this little podcast, little motivational speech that I gave you today will help you get through a rough moment in your life, I hope. If there's ever anything that we can do here for you at the lounge, by all means, let us know. And we'll do our best. If you need to speak with somebody, person to person, whether it's me or Blue Wings or Elmo or Sarah or whoever it might be, Mom, whoever it might be, we're here for everybody. I'm really happy with where the lounge has came and where we're going. So let us continue to work hard and have fun and continue to build this channel and show people where the lounge is and bring them over. Guys, I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you here later on. I'm going to be doing a live thing later showing you guys how to add products and stuff like that if you are a vendor. If you're not, you can still join and watch. Chat will be turned off on that, but you're going to know what it is because it's going to be in the title. And then if that doesn't last too long, we'll end that and then we'll start the live stream again and open up chat and just have a regular hangout like we always do. So like, share, subscribe. I love you guys very much, and I'll talk to you here real soon.
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one desirable.
Next time you're on YouTube, be sure to check out the YouTuber by the name of Blue Wings. Blue Wings has been on YouTube for a while now, and all her videos are all about having fun, smiling, laughing, and helping others. So be sure to check out Blue Wings on YouTube next time you are surfing the net.
You all wanna be round a champion,